Welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. That there's the Andromeda, and I am Mr. Mass Effect. So, talk to everyone. I'm pretty sure I feel like talking to you on the planet or on the ship. The rules. Yes, first murderer. Several things to do here. Yes, I've decided on a few ground rules regarding the. I want to call it the Normandy, but that's not what this is. What the hell is this ship? Whatever, the Normandy. Couple ground rules. Rule the first being Vetra comes on every mission everywhere, because she's my girl. And rule 2 is I'm going to pretty much alternate between Drax and PB. Or Drac and PB, not Drax. Singular. There's only one of them. But that's all we need, just the one. I don't know who this last guy is, but he has mighty big shoes to fill if he wants to compete with PB and Drac.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
Alright, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
It's a good day to party? That's an odd way of just doing my job, Lieutenant.
They've got a Pathfinder again. This is what we do.
And you've done it splendidly.
Professor Herrick, right?
You maybe want to tilt the camera down a bit when you're on me?
Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
This proves our resilience, or... Okay, good to see Netflix is installed. Or the Outpost has a good leader. Which mean the one dude who was like, I guess I'm mayor now. The science thing? They had like 2 conversations with that guy. I don't know if he's good or not.
We've taken some hard
I'm
knocks.
sure he'll do a fine job, but I hope he would do a fine job, but
There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
do we really need me to do this? Like, that seems like a flaw in the system, doesn't it? Shouldn't more than one person have been able to show up and be like, how about we actually try and settle on these planets? Anyways. This is the... What is this? Speak with Addison on the net. Oh, right, yeah. We have to... These are priorities, though. We need... Find Spender. Search memory... I don't care. And, yeah, I still don't know where these missing arcs are, but, who knows, maybe they'll come up, maybe I'll, someone will yell at me in the comments about what I'm supposed to do about those, but whatever. We need... Yeah, first murder. What are these additional ones? Remnant cores. 1 of 9. Meet Carrie. I need to do that. Area is... Naming the dead. Right, I need to meet Carrie. We'll track that. Let's deal with this first murderer fellow, because we've been on this for a while, and I don't want to forget. Wow, Waffles can book it. Shepard only just kind of moseyed. Waffles doesn't care. Waffles will just, you know, fucking head down, full tilt sprint where she needs to go. Unified curriculum for the ship's kids. Well, I mean... really sort of need more to go on, don't I, before I say yay or nay on that. Also, not really the Pathfinder's jurisdiction, I assume. Unified education. I don't know. I think, I do think, you know, everyone should be like, oh, this is Asari studies. I think everyone should be subjected to that, so since, you know, these are species we're living with, we should know, you know, their history and what they're all about, etc., you know. Same with Krogan studies and Turian studies, etc., etc. At least basics, like, you know, this is what their okay, this is what their species is, like. This is sort of their contributions. The Quarians are very technically based. Yeah, sure, fine, that sort of thing. But I'm not expecting the Krogan kids to be able to compete with the Asari kids when it comes to fine Asarian literature or anything like that. Talk to me, Rensis.
I hear you went down to Eos. Did you find anything to help my case?
Yes and no. You lied to me. Yes and no.
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
Hold on there. The chief's on.
Slow down, chump.
Sam, play back.
He knows what he said.
Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think
Yeah, no kidding.
you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
I don't know what I might have something to say would imply. That's for Tan to decide. I mean, truthfully, yes, it is for Tan to decide. I reinvestigated and found hard evidence. We're not going to conceal this or anything, I should hope. That's for Tan to decide. Or, I don't know what is the difference between these two? I'm in favor... I don't know which one will lead to what I want, but what I want is, strictly speaking, the charge of murder is dropped against him. I think intent is still a crime. At the very least, he should be kicked out of military post and all sort of jobs that would allow him to, have weapons around with some sort of other people kicking about. Make him a janitor or something. That would be my judgment call, but neither of these are particularly indicative of that thought, are they?
Director Tan will determine what's to be done. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
He is, but... He is innocent of murder, but, intent, you still need to, strip him of rank and take him off of duty. Whatever rank he had, I can't remember. Was he second in command? Jesus.
Just a minute.
What is it with this? Oh, I do need to speak to you. Hold on, actually. I'm in the middle of something. We'll get to you in a second. Tan.
Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting
Huh.
the commons area ready.
Oh, is that a Krogan?
Partial capacity.
Not good enough.
Oh, that's Kesh.
We don't have enough
You're
people
down the
to
hall. Why do you...
break the can.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Yes, I am. Now let's not. How about...
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home.
I'm an egotist and all, but I'd like to think I'm not full of myself.
Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend.
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
He also... So far, Addison's been the biggest doubter, I think. You don't know me. I can get behind that. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future. Again, I don't agree with him per se, but he's been straight with me, it seems. So... Patron, one who shares your visions of a prosperous future. That sure sounds good on paper, but politicians, am I right? I don't know, you don't know me is just such a weird response.
Due respect, Director Tan, but you don't know me.
Oh, I think I do. Your ingenuity speaks for itself, Ryder.
What ingenuity? I
Vault,
shot
alien
people.
Terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall.
It's you have like 5 photos of the
Yours
same
is
crummy
first
outpost.
trophies to Grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
I set up one shanty town on like Arizona, the planet. It was a team effort,
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're there.
except for Cora. Ha! You thought I was gonna say Liam.
He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
And like 7th, but all opinions matter. Give Tan a chance. I do think you should give Tan a chance, but I don't think you should be like, my staff. This is a team effort. We're working together here, Tan. You have... I don't know exactly what you're in charge of, but so far Kesh and Kandros are... they're very clearly on paper. I know what these guys are in charge of. I'm less sure with you. Which is weird, because I keep insisting he's been straight with me.
Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder's support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do as much good if the Kett attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue
We'll
about
have
it
a
all day
few
long,
of each.
As we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. When
Thank
do
you,
think
Tan.
of moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with
Well,
Mars
naturally,
still missing,
yes.
This could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes,
I think
that
the arcs are kind of priority 1. But the... This is a power play. He's going, yes, I think that's best. You have my permission. And this is either where I sort of acknowledge he is in charge of things, or I'd be like, fuck you, buddy, I don't need permission. And I am Waffles Ryder, Space Hero of Space, who doesn't need permission. But at the same time, I really... Like, Tan doesn't have a lot going for him. He's just trying desperately here. What was he, an accountant before this? Like, he's clearly in over his head. I think he's trying to convince himself more than anyone else that he has power and say here. I think publicly for now I'm going to play along.
Thank you, Director. I'll get on it.
May you light the torch that finds the path. Pathfinder. Ugh.
Right.
That... Yeah. Not a... Work on that speech. What is Cora doing here? And this is...
This is Harry.
Is this Tan's office?
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your brother, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
Keep forgetting I have a brother. Also, I have no idea. I can't remember at all what I made him look like. Yeah, I'll get on it. Holy crap, I need to talk to Dave over here. Seriously, why is Cora hanging out here? Datapad, nice. Donated to Andromeda Initiative Historic Records Council. I almost said Records Council. All data on the Common Era. You know, they probably shouldn't have made things that, like, clearly didn't happen. Like, Common Era. Notable European interplanetary missions. Like, 2003 Mars Express. First ESA mission to Mars. First successful landing on an outer solar system world. Actually, I think that one did happen. Like, I don't know. These might have happened. What do I know? I'm not an expert on European space adventures. Having lived in North America my entire life.
It's the Scourge, Director Tan. Its origin defies all known explanation.
Shut up.
Ryder.
I need to
We're
talk
off
to
a
Stan now.
promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope that things will get better. Though I worry about this
Glad to hear it.
terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's like nothing we've ever seen.
Well, it's a risk, but it's all we
What if
have.
Somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on.
That's
the
a good
trail.
question.
Did you have some other business?
Yeah, about this murder charge.
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilkin didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
Justice is complicated, or I sympathize. I mean, I do kind of sympathize. Sympathize. It is a delicate situation. I don't really see how these two are different, though. I'm noticing that a lot with this dialogue tree. Anyways, I sympathize.
I hear you. It sucks when things aren't black and white.
Are they ever? If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he...
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this.
Then he's sort of...
Responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
Not sure. Well, I guess that kind of... Your investigation come up with this, you take responsibility. I'm not a fan of that, because I take responsibility, but at the same time, that's a fair point. Yeah, no, I'm guessing we release him, but, like, clearly strip him of all military rank and title whenever working in, group again. Also make this evidence very public so everyone knows he meant to kill him, basically resulting in him being on trial in the court of public opinion. Because, strictly speaking, he did not do it.
It was crazy down there. Life and death. But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. Alright, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos. But he's a free man. Well, at least we'll have the sordid business behind us.
Sure, community... Like I said, make him a janitor. Just, never put him in a military position again. That's fair enough, I think. Because I even remember, if he hadn't shot the guy, a lot of the team would have died, right? So... Can't even really, say it's that particularly, Let's talk to... What's her name? Where is she? There it is. Can't say I'm that broken up about that decision. Alright, let's talk to the reporter here. Hopefully you're more interesting than the frickin' Mass Effect 3 reporter. What's up, Carrie?
Ryder, isn't it? Carrie Tvessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakeem.
Freelance vidmaker?
Use your help.
What are you looking for?
Freelancers don't get producers. I'm a freelance video maker.
Translation, paint rainbows over our problems.
I don't have a producer. I'm doing this off the sweat of my brow and the own money I can scrounge together.
Propaganda.
But yes, I wasn't listening, but I like that last bit you said. You're passionate about this. Truth might scare people. Well, it's what it's supposed to do sometimes. That's very noble. Very passionate about that. I'm not seducing her. Stop it.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my
Sure.
documentary will be an
Sure, like
series.
everything, you're
I was
biased,
hoping
though.
you'd take part.
Nothing against her. I'm biased. Everyone has bias.
Not the convenient fairy tale town's looking for. Interested?
Won't that piss Dan off? Don't care. Yeah, I'll take part, sure.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start.
I'm all
with
for
that.
freedom of press.
14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
She suddenly made me think of that reporter I kept punching in the other Mass Effect games. Because the one I was referring to in 3 was like the weird character from IGN they inserted. That was just odd. But yeah, no. Whatever the jackass reporter you can punch in all the Mass Effect games. I was suddenly reminded of her. And so far, she doesn't seem quite as bad, but I'm hoping either she isn't, or that if she is, I can punch her. By any standards, this wasn't the plan. Anticipate issues, would you agree? Arcs missing was definitely not anticipated. I'm gonna say, for Pioneers they are. I don't think so.